What's up, guys? MainManSWE here, hoping you're all doing awesome as always and that you've had an amazing summer so far. And me, I'm very happy and content. I got sponsored yet again by the really cool DNF Duel. I'm so happy with that. Big thanks to them. And I finally got to try this epic game. So I'm gonna give you guys my first impressions. But first, I'm gonna say that it's the 17-year RPG Dungeon Fighter Online, and here's the latest 2.5D fighting game. It's a Smash-style fighting game with intuitive command inputs, and it features the latest 2.5D style fighting game graphics. Dazzling skill effects that do a complete screen takeover, and uses rollback netcode, yes, to ensure a low lag and seamless multiplayer experience worldwide, with simplified online matching system where opponents are continuously matched just by queuing up. And features all the modes that a fighting game should have, such as story mode, practice mode, survival mode, arcade mode, and more. And DNF Duel is now available for purchase. And now you can see me. Hello. And this was me actually playing this game. Holy hell, I'm just gonna start by talking about the presentation, which to me is simply mind-blowing. And again, I've spent some time with Arc System games before. I did play Guilty Gear Strive. I played the original Guilty Gear. I've played Guilty Gear, is it XR? Is that how it's pronounced? And of course, I've played some Dragon Ball Z Fighters. And all of their latest games feature this like fake 2D effect. So this is actually, we're looking at 3D models here, or are textured and shaded in such a way as to make them look hand-drawn, and the game looks hand-drawn. It is absolutely beautiful. It is so detailed. I think everyone feels the way I do. It is, I really miss, we see a lot of 3D fighters lately. Well, not so much 3D fighting as in having depth, you know, sidesteps and all of that, but using 3D models. We don't get a lot of beautiful 2D anymore, but Arc System certainly brings this back. Yeah, I can't say how much my jaw drops when I play these games. It is Guilty Gear Strive and this game, DNF Duel. It is absolutely beautiful to look at. And I also love how in their idle stances, it's like they skip a couple of frames just to, again, give it the illusion of hand-drawn. And of course, anytime you do a super or, you know, a throw, a knockout, you'll get these crazy dynamic cameras where the camera spins around. And now they fully utilize the fact that they are using 3D models, but they never break the illusion of 2D. Yeah, the game is unbelievably good looking. In my opinion, and also the maps are absolutely beautiful to look at. Yeah, I can't stress enough how blown away I am by the presentation from a technical level, but also in terms of art style. Sometimes the character go a little bit too anime and edgy for me, but DNF Duel to me was more interesting to look at in terms of art design and the characters compared to Guilty Gear Strive. I preferred the art style in this game, not quite as over-the-top rock anime edgy, in my opinion. But that's my personal grumpy old man taste. But yes, I'm a huge fan of 2D animation, and yeah, they certainly nail that look with this game. And the soundtrack was also right up my alley with a lot of progressive metal. I found the soundtrack to be really, really good. So two thumbs up on that one. And of course, you know, the sound effects are amazing as well. The voices, there's a huge impact to pretty much everything, but you can see it on the screen as well. Every character feels like they hit like a goddamn truck in this game, and everyone has so much range. Yeah, there's a lot of that. Like, the screen absolutely explodes. Sometimes it's hard for me to tell what's going on, but I mean, that's pretty much playing any fighting game these days. So another really cool feature of this game is the ease of access. And of course, DNF Duel is an attempt to get more casuals into fighting games. So every input doesn't have to be super hardcore. So for example, oh my god, yeah. So again, like, unbelievably dramatic supers. Unbelievably dramatic. Yeah, I mean, to me, it's hard to stress just how good the presentation is in this game. But so again, ease of access. So for example, you'll do a fireball or a special attack or a DP by simply pressing forward attack or down attack. That's it. So you're not doing a quarter circle forward. You are not doing the classic DP input of like forward, down, down, forward. So it's very easy, right? So a casual player is not hindered by advanced inputs. A lot of us feel that, oh, but it's not an advanced input doing a simple fireball input, quarter circle forward. But to a lot of people, you know, that is a hindrance. That is a barrier of entry that could be, you know, make it inaccessible for a lot of people. So super easy specials, one button super attacks. And to me at first I was like, well, you know, I don't know how I feel about this because I kind of like the execution barrier. I feel like in a fighting game, if you put in a lot of hard work, and execution is hard work, you should kind of get rewarded for it, right? But this is where they had done something really interesting that I got really positively surprised. So what they've done is if you press forward attack button to do a fireball, you get a fireball. But if you do a quarter circle forward, same attack button to do that same special, but now you've done a full quarter circle forward, so an old school input. Now you get a buffed version of the attack. The attack has better properties now. That is not a bad way of going about things, right? So if you do it the right way, you are rewarded, right? With an attack with better properties, but you still have an easier version, a much easier version of doing that same attack for casual players who might be, you know, a bit, you know, distraught with heavy execution. We don't see it as heavy execution, but a lot of people do. So I thought that was a really neat way of going about things. I thought that was really cool. And this also carried over into combos. This game has a really cool tutorial mode where it explains you everything in the game. It also shows you character-specific combos. I played Crusader myself. I thought that was a really cool character. And what they do here is they allow you to do, well, obviously you can do combos using the easy inputs, or you go the old school inputs. But what was really cool was that basic combos, super easy to do, and then intermediate combos where it's a little bit more advanced. Oh my god, the timing involved. Even with the easy inputs, I had such a hard time going about the timing. And this was something I really appreciated, that again in this game it can be super easy, but if you want the rewarding stuff like the big boy combos, they are very, very demanding in terms of timing. So don't make the mistake of thinking that this game like caters hardcore to casuals. It helps them by holding their hand a little bit, but if you're old school and you do the hard stuff, big boy, you're very, very much rewarded. And I love doing the hardcore stuff. And it's super hard doing the advanced combos in this game. So again, I really appreciate how they've gone about things. And it's very much a modern product. Again, I can't stress enough how much I love the graphics. It's got very modern rollback netcode. That was super good. When I played online, I didn't feel any delay whatsoever. Like none of it, ever. It also has, again, this really cool tutorial system. Well, it will teach you everything you need to know about the game. And again, they go about it in a very casual way, like going like, oh, this is a health bar, this is a guard bar, this is how you build meter, you know, for a very casual audience, player base, but also explaining stuff for guys like me who might have played fighting games before, you know, or who might have spent a lot of years with fighting games. And I really appreciated that when you search for a match online, and this is me getting blown up by a really strong player, awesome. Let's just say I got sniped a few times. But when you're searching for a match, like be it in ranked, really nice. Now you can choose, while I'm queuing up to search for an opponent, do I want to go to like practice mode? Do I want to go look at some tutorials? Do I want to play arcade mode? Do I want to play survival mode? You can do all of that while you're still in the queue, and then the game will tell you, hey, we found an opponent, would you like to play? Oh yeah, or no, I'll keep training. I mean, that's a pretty nice thing to have, right? And then in terms of gameplay and balancing, I didn't spend that many hours with the game. It's just my first impressions. You don't want to start talking balancing, you know, after a few hours with a game. But in terms of the gameplay, it's a very, very fast-paced, hectic game. I got the impression that, you know, zoning and neutral is very interesting in this game because so many characters have, like, an astounding amount of reach. Like the Crusader guy, it's like it's standard, medium, and heavy. It's like you reach, like, the entire screen, basically. And again, with the specials is the same thing. A lot of moves are combo starters. To do an overhead, I think you have to do a jumping. With Crusader, so like if I want a 50-50, I had to do a jumping attack into combo. That's a combo starter. Or you could do a low attack into combo starter and me getting completely blown up. I hope you're enjoying it. So yeah, everyone seemed to have a lot of reach. Combos everywhere, really flashy combos though, but yeah, it certainly is a game where there is a lot on the screen at once, so this is where I would have to spend quite a few more hours to I mean, obviously fully understand the game, and let alone like lab the characters. So I don't want to talk too much about the gameplay, but I mean, certainly extremely fast-paced. Extremely fast-paced. And a guy like me who likes to use 50-50s, I mean, you know what I like to do. There's plenty of that in this game. But yeah, I played ranked, and I had quite a few matches where I played people on my level, you know, scrap level. And that was a ton of fun. So just playing casual matches was a ton of fun, but then I got sniped by sweaty tryhards, and then I just got completely blown up. But you know, then it was cool to see just how dominating you can be if you've mastered the game, because yeah, I just ran into rangers here, gunslinger, and I couldn't touch them. But again, granted, they were you see, he's like Terra Knight 3, which is a very high rank, and I basically couldn't touch them. They would zone me, and it's like absolute full control of a neutral. But it's cool to see how different, for example, Ranger played to Crusader. But those are my initial thoughts on the game. So again, a very, very modern product. I really appreciate that. A product that holds the hand of casuals, which is very nice, trying to get them into fighting games, not scaring them away with like very hardcore stuff. We can make it easy. But at the same time, it also doesn't push away hardcores like myself, right? It caters to us as well. So I thought we hit a super nice balance here. So some very neat ideas in how to go about that, like attract a new audience as well as keeping your hardcore audience. And again, I can't stress enough how beautiful the presentation is in this game. It is absolutely mind-blowing and unbelievable what we're doing, with some very smart ways of using 3D, but masquerading it as 2D, and the effect is just seamless in my opinion. And again, the soundtrack was amazing, the sound effects are amazing, the animations are amazing. So, and again, a lot of, as you heard me say in the intro, there's a ton of game modes there, with a story mode, survival mode, arcade mode, etc. Everything you would want in a fighting game, a classic fighting game. And the tutorials are amazing. So yeah, those are my first impressions of this game, and thanks so much again to the DNF Duel crew for sponsoring yet another video. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed hearing my... I mean, how slick is that? Yeah, I hope you enjoyed hearing my thoughts on the game, and I'm gonna wish you all a lovely day. Take care, guys.